Welcome to Studio Session. I'm Rozetta Marie, your host, and we're about to get started. So today we have Miss, can you give us your name?
Meditate.
Meditate. So Meditate is her stage name, and we're here right now to just get to know her. We want to know everything about her, all of her business. We want to get down and dirty. We want to get deep. So let's get started.
Let's get started.
I was chatting with you a little bit earlier.
We were.
And you're a really cool girl. And
Likewise.
I love your performance.
Thank you so much.
What's the name of the song that you sang?
The name of the song is called REM State.
REM State. Tell us a little bit about REM State. How did you come up with that title for one? Because when I think of REM State, I think of sleep.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So how did you come up with that title?
I am a very strange person. I'm actually, okay,
You don't seem
rewind.
strange. Right.
I actually read a lot of books about the mind. I am extremely intrigued about dreams and the different states of dreaming, lucid dreaming. Like that's I guess a way you can like sort of control your dreams. REM state is like a place right before you really pass out and you go to sleep. And it's like that little dream you have, or like when you feel like your body's falling and it falls back into you.
Right,
So it's just like something about that state just is curious to me. And as I go into the song, I start to talk about different, time periods of my life. I talk about my childhood. I talk about my family. I talk about friends that I used to have that I no longer have.
Right, I heard that.
Just realizing all these things about myself that was what was and what is now. So the song touches about a lot of personal things in my life and just being in that REM state dream and just that sweet place that I just want to go to where it's peaceful.
That's beautiful.
Yay.
Wow, I love that.
Thank you.
So are you like an avid songwriter, or this just came about?
I actually have been songwriting since the age of 14.
Nice.
I used to love doing covers for other bands, but I always found myself like, oh, I think I could write a song to that. And I've always written poetry and wrote stories, comic book stories. I was always a writer. So songwriting was something that came to me, and I was like, wow, this is something I really, really enjoy, just as much as singing.
Right.
So it's a big deal to me.
So when you write songs, do you pretty much write about your life, or do you get inspiration from your surroundings? Tell us a little bit about that.
I definitely do write predominantly about situations that close people have gone through. I get inspired definitely about other people's lives. I definitely write about people that I know, and sometimes they don't know it. Sometimes they pick up on it and they're like, girl, that song is too close to home. I'm like, if the shoe fits.
The conversation the other day. Talking about my business.
But a lot of it is mostly about my life, because I'm not very, I don't like talking about personal things. I like to keep it in the music. I feel like it's a way to get it off my chest and to like move forward in a positive direction.
I like that. I absolutely like that. Speaking of positivity and writing and being creative, I love your stage name.
Thank you.
What made you decide to call yourself Meditate?
I honestly didn't even choose it for myself.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. Let's go there.
Let's go there.
I actually have my Instagram name is meditate_on_it.
Okay.
So I had that as my Instagram name, and I was invited to do a performance one time, and I went there, and everyone's like, "Hey, meditate! Hey, meditate!" Like I'm like, okay, then I'm like, okay, that works for me. And when I wrote the name on Instagram, it's because I am very spiritual. My form of meditation is doing music and songwriting. I take my guitar. I also play guitar.
What?
I play a little guitar, and I go, to a park or into my room or bedroom or anywhere, or I could be kind of alone because I'm introverted and I'm very extroverted at the same time. And I need that time of aloneness sometimes to kind of get my thoughts together. So I guess that's where meditate comes from. And it stuck with me because other people were calling me that. I'm like, you know what? It's meditate.
There you go. That's my name. It fits her, guys. Like the song that she sang and just the way that she flows.
Thank
everything
you.
About you is like, I can see that being like a perfect name for you.
Thank you.
And speaking of being introverted and extroverted, What is your sign? And please tell me you're a Gemini.
Oh my God. No, my sister is a Gemini, actually. She's my best friend. She's a Gemini. I'm a Pisces.
Are you a Pisces?
I'm a Pisces.
My brother's a Pisces.
No way.
And I'm a Gemini.
Oh my God. See?
Okay. Well, because when you said introverted, extroverted, it made me think of signs that are kind of like two, you know?
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm trying to think. Is my brother that way? He actually is. I think everybody's pretty much has that side to them where sometimes they want to be to themselves. Sometimes they want to be social.
Yeah.
And you just flow with the way your spirit goes, you know? So let's talk a little bit about you, personally, who you are, where you're from, what you're about. Aside from the music, what's your nationality? Are you from New York? We're in New York. Do you have children? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my real name is Victoria. I'm 29 years old. I have two beautiful children, Vincent and Angelina.
My uncle's name is Vincent and my sister's name is Angela.
Girl. We're gonna be friends after this. We're gonna exchange information. Vincent and Angelina, that's so crazy. Oh my God. Right. I actually am originally from New York. I was born in New York City, in Washington Heights. Okay. I've moved so much that I can't really say I can call a place a hometown. But if I had to, it's New York City for sure, because I spent the most time in New York City. And I'm also from Jersey, so I have that New York swag, but just that Jersey quietness at the same time. That's like, yeah, that works for me. But other than that, I'm Dominican. My descent is Dominican. I was born in America. What else can I tell you?
You have children?
I do.
You said you have
children.
Sorry. Yeah.
And basically, moving to New Jersey was a great, switch for me being introverted and extroverted, because it is close to the city, but at the same time, I still have a place I can kind of calm down and be the calm place.
Yes. Yes. So Jersey is where you live now?
Yes.
Okay. I live in Jersey too. We're definitely going to be friends. So do you live in South Jersey, North Jersey?
I live actually I believe it's north of Jersey. Well, yeah, by Harrison. You know where that is?
Oh my gosh. I live in Newark.
Girl, yeah.
We're going home together tonight, okay? We're gonna have a drink.
We're gonna have a cup of wine. Like, screw it.
That's crazy. So, how long have you been doing music? And is that all you do? Like, do you just sing?
I'm glad you asked that. Yeah. I actually been doing, all right, since birth. I was told by my family, by my grandparents, girl, you've been singing since you came out of the womb. Like, you were meant to be a star. You loved to sing. You always stood in front of crowds of people. Nice. And it's funny because I hear these stories. I don't remember half of them, but I'm just like, okay, maybe that's where that comes from. Because sometimes I wonder, I'm like, where does this come from? Where do these balls come from? Like, why do it's like I have this introvertedness, but I have this need as well to just get myself out there and get up on stage. And I feel like aside from singing, performing is something that I'm very passionate about. I love to perform. I love to help other artists formulate themselves as well.
Nice.
Music, songwriting for them, any way possible, whether that is helping with a video or anything. Me and my sister, we have a production called Op Art Productions, which is a media, everything, just a little bit of everything. Thank you. It's a little bit of art, a little bit of video, short films, everything. So we definitely like to take all of our childhood passions, and that's like our place where we go and we dabble.
Okay. I like that. So
Thank you.
Doing business with your sister and having your own production company, I really love like the direction that you're going in.
Thank you.
I love your music.
Thanks.
We're definitely going to keep in touch after this. And we're running out of time, but we definitely need to have you back one day.
Absolutely.
So just give us where we can find you, what you're working on really quickly, what projects you have going on, and your social media.
Awesome. So you can actually catch me on Instagram. It's meditate_on_it. You can also find us on Op Art Productions on Instagram. Facebook, you could find me Victoria Gomez. I'm friendly. You guys can hit me up. You can check out my video. It should be releasing the end of September.
Nice.
Yes. So look out for my projects.
Yes. Thank you so much, Victoria.
Thank
It was so
you.
nice meeting
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much.